Like I said, surprise after surprise. You don't even know what I have in store.
I met a girl in California. I met a girl in California. I met a girl in California.
Hello, welcome back to the Suggestion Session. Hello, welcome back to the Tune-Up. Hope your life's going great. All that good stuff and more. Alright, y'all. Here you go. You've been asking for it. You've been hounding me for it. DMs, comments, tweets, the whole nine. Y'all been wanting this, so I'm finally giving it to you. I'm giving it to you early. It wasn't part of the schedule, but I'm flipping everything around. Fall Out Boy, Infinity on High. Now, I'm going to let you know right now. Y'all been hyping this up. I've been seeing so much hype for this. And Save Rock and Roll. I'm seeing so much hype for this. So this has to be that fire. If it's not that fire, I'm going to be hurt. Apparently, this one has all the hits. Apparently, this is the one that is the one to listen to. I don't know. Again, I didn't follow them like that, so I have no idea what this is supposed to sound like, what it's supposed to be. But it came out 11 years ago, so that's something. If you've stuck around this long, y'all know how I go about music. So I'm just hoping for something that grabs me, something that keeps my interest, and something that I can take away and be like, wow, that was dope. So without further ado, no more talking, no more rambling, let's just jump into the record. This is Infinity on High, and it is the deluxe version. Just, again, if I missed any bonus tracks, just let me know. I'll listen to them. iTunes doesn't have everything because, people still mad about the foley you're doing. I don't know if I'm saying that right either, but again, doing a deluxe version, just so you know, Infinity on High, Fall Out Boy, let's do it. Number 1, Thriller. Now, that's funny because the only Thriller I claim from this icon right here. But open heart, open mind. That Jay-Z?
Welcome. It's here.
You got Jay-Z to intro your album. That's major. I don't care who you are. That Jay-Z is crazy. I don't know if that's a sound bite or if that's actually like him with them, but either way, that was cool.
Young F.O.B.
Oh,
Let's go.
Okay, well, now it kind of sounds like somebody doing an impression of Jay-Z, so I kind of feel like I got duped. But nice little transition there. Don't think I didn't miss that. That was cool. Cool little opener. I liked it. Number 2, The Takeover, The Break's Over. Which, if you're a hip-hop head or a hip-hop fan, that is how Jay-Z's diss to Nas, Takeover, starts. Which is such a phenomenal song. I know people like Ether better, but Kanye on the beat for Takeover, sampling the Doors like he did, oh my God. That's why I like Takeover more than Ether. Like, yeah, Ether was probably lyrically harder, but everything about Takeover is harder, in my opinion. Maybe Ether was the better diss track, but Takeover left a mark. Everything about it. I'm getting off topic. Let's check out the track. The Takeover, The Break's Over. It's a very early Maroon 5 feel to it. Very Adam Levine of him. I like it. Yeah, that solo is working. I like that. Okay. Super catchy. That solo really won it though. If that solo wasn't in there, I'd probably feel a little different, but I like that one. That was a cool track. Number 3. And it's sad that I don't know the song for the song. I kind of know this because there was a One Tree Hill episode that was kind of named like this, I believe. But this ain't a scene, it's an arms race. That's different. I like those background vocals. Delivery is on point on this one. You know, that seems like it's a favorite. I don't want to say nothing about it. I wasn't feeling it too much, but if that's your favorite song, that's your favorite song. I'm going to leave it at that. Here we go with the song titles. Number 4. I'm like a lawyer with the way I'm always trying to get you off. Parentheses. Me and you. Okay.
Tears, wishes, all this year's apologies. Every last time I come home, I take my lessons to burn with a new face of failure.
That was nice. I like that.
Younger, but not any better. Bulletproof loneliness.
Not crazy about that hook. Not crazy about that at all. All of this is absolute fire though. Oof. That guitar is killer. And there's funk in it too. I love that. I'm also getting Maroon 5 vibes up for this one too. Without the hook, that song is fire. So, it was cool. I like it, but I don't love it. Number 5, Hum Hallelujah. Alright, I like this one so far. Okay. That almost felt like every little thing she does is magic. Yeah, that one was dope. I like that one. 2 thumbs up on that one. Number 6, which by the way had a cool little transition to Golden. the piano melody. I feel like, See, I hate being critical. I really do. Um, ah, I feel like if the vocal performance was a bit stronger, it would have sold it. The arrangement was beyond gorgeous. I mean, beyond gorgeous. The melody switches and the chord progression, so beautiful. I don't know. I just feel like if the vocal performance was a little stronger, that song would have flew. But it was cool. For being an interlude, I enjoyed it. I'll say that. All right, number 7. This is the hit, and I really don't remember what this sounds like. I haven't heard this in I don't know how long, but y'all know this song. Thanks for the memories. Number 7.
We're gonna make it bend and break. Say a prayer, but let the good times roll. In case God doesn't show. Let the good times roll. First you got to put your fingers back to the key. One more time. Thanks for the memories.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I have never heard this song before. Harmony is nice. I like that. Yeah, I don't remember that song. It's pretty cool though. It's really catchy. Number 8, Don't You Know Who I Think I Am? Now that's a little bit of a mind if you look at it just at face value. Don't you know who I think I am? Something Kanye would say, honestly. Instantly, I got good Charlotte vibes off of this intro. I'm very sorry, but I like that one way more than Thanks for the Memories. I think that one was way more engaging. Even though this is kind of why I'm seeing the vocal divide with him and Brendan, because I think Brendan would have been a little stronger with the falsetto, but that's just my opinion. I like that song a lot more than Thanks for the Memories. I think that one was more well put together, and I think it flowed better. So that's just me though. I enjoyed that one though. It was cool. It was dope. Number 9, the afterlife of the party. Sounds like a news report. That was pretty as hell, wow. Okay, yeah, come through. Where has this been? Whoa. Okay, switch it up one time. Hey, switch it up one time. Let's go. Come through with the harmonies. Ooh, this is the favorite. Yes. Little pizzicato strings in the back, I hear you. he held that out. He hit that one. That's the track to beat by far. If the rest of the album ain't up to par with that track, I'm gonna be hurt. Oh man, that was absolutely beautiful. Flawless track. I have nothing to say. Number 10, the carpal tunnel of love. I was kind of with it up until screaming. My sister would have loved that part. My sister loves Screamo. For me, it's very hit or miss. For me, that was a miss. I was kind of mad that was over the dope guitar melody that it was over. So, I don't know. That song kind of just came and went for me. It was alright. It was alright. Number 11, Bang the Doldrums.
Goodbye now, in lipstick on your own. Nothing but the way around. Racing through the city, windows down the back. Yellow ticket calls, your hospital. Best friend, X-rays to the end. No waste. Best friends, X-rays to the end. X-rays to the end.
Really gray on that one. I think the melody was kind of a mess. The arrangement was kind of just all over the place. It reminded me of Ed Sheeran's Nancy Mulligan, because it kind of felt like a yo-ho type track. And Nancy Mulligan was kind of like that Viking anthem, or you know what I'm saying. Like, Nancy Mulligan kind of felt like that, a song for that region and his roots and all of that. And this kind of felt like, a Irish drinking type song. Yo-ho, so, I don't know. I don't know. Coming up on the last bit of tracks for the first part of the deluxe edition, number 12, I believe it reads, Fame is greater than infamy. That's that sign. Usually that's less than and that's greater than. I'm trash at math, so I don't know. Once again, correct me in the comments if that's not the way that the song is supposed to be pronounced. Definitely a song you gotta let play all the way through, because I wasn't feeling it in the early goings. I wasn't feeling it in the opening, but definitely as it went on, it definitely started to win me over and just, tugged my musical heartstrings a little bit. The pattern switch up was dope. Bass line was crazy. Delivery was dope, especially towards the end. It's a dope track. I liked it. Number 13, You're Crashing, But You're No Wave.
Dressed to the nines, in the mirror he practices on his lines to his. And everyone's looking for a lead.
was interesting.
Whichever you prefer. When everyone's looking for relief, I'm getting more far on no place to dress tight, suit and tie. I'm desperate, singing, darling. Can talk my way out of anything.
There we go. Oh, the nostalgia is real with that riff. I like this one. And the last track on the first part of the deluxe edition, number 14, again with these song titles. I've got all this ringing in my ears and none on my fingers. Okay. Oh, this sounds like a 21 Pilots song off top. Just waiting for Tyler Joseph to start rapping on this. This also feels like a Vices track. Definitely feels like a panic track. It doesn't feel like a Fall Out Boy song anymore. Ooh, I like that. And now we're back to Fall Out Boy. Okay. Deviated for a second, but we back. Ooh, okay. Okay. See, now that's a closer. I like that. First part of the second part of the deluxe version. Number 1, GINA SFS. Gina SFS. I don't know what that stands for, but I'm almost certain that somebody in the comments does. Let me know. Now I feel like I'm listening to Yellow Card on that Ocean Avenue tip, baby. I like this one a lot. This is definitely like pure nostalgia for me, but it's a dope track though. I like it. Hey. That was fire. Definitely felt like a throwback to the good old days. There was attitude, there was purpose to it. I like that one a lot. Vocals were crazy, drums were crazy. Everything about that song was crazy. I love it. Deluxe track number 2. It's hard to say I do when I don't.
No press repeat.
That's interesting that they put that in there. Now I wonder if that's supposed to like have you hit the album and then you start from the top and then it does something there. I don't know if that's what it's for. I don't know if that's for any specific reason, but that was pretty cool that No Press Repeat was at the end of that. Interesting. Now, these last 3 deluxe tracks are all live performances, are all live tracks. I'm just going to put them all in one clip and then I'll go to the after project talk after that. They didn't know that was the song off the top? Like, y'all some fake fans. What was that? Was he like taking something out of his teeth? I don't know. I gotta go back. So like I don't know. I don't remember this song at all. It's a much better performance than Dance Dance. Maybe I spoke too soon. Okay. I'm kind of wishing I did the standard version. I know those tracks don't impact the album as a whole. If anybody went to the Mania tour, I'm sure it didn't sound like that, and I'm sure it sounded different at the show. But really kind of wishing those weren't on the deluxe version. And then the track that followed, the acronym track, didn't do anything for me. So, it left a bad taste in my mouth. But the album as a whole is pretty good. Let's get to this after project talk. After finishing Infinity on High, alright, let me start with what I did like, as usual. I think this album is a lot more memorable for me, personally, than Foley was. If we finish on I've Got All This Ringing, I think it's a much stronger album. I think the deluxe tracks are a bit stronger, minus the live performances. There's a much better flow to this album too. I didn't feel like this album was all over the place. I didn't feel like this album was scattered. I didn't feel like this album didn't know what it wanted to be, and that's a good thing, because usually like Controlled Chaos is great, and I say this all the time. I'm sounding like a broken record, I know, but if it's all a big contraption of something, but it all has a purpose to why it's so crazy, then it works. There's a method to the madness. But if it's just madness, then it's stressful. Vocals were really good, better on some tracks than others, but still a very consistent performance. This album, I think, is the most consistent for me since From Under the Cork Tree, I would say. And I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm a new fan, I'm a new listener, I'm new to the discography, but for me, this is definitely the most consistent that I've heard from them. And the Afterlife of the Party is my favorite Fall Out Boy track. Like that might again, and I've said this with the most recent episodes. That might offend somebody. That might piss somebody off. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. Interesting though, with what I didn't like about the album, I didn't like the hits. This Ain't a Scene wasn't moving me. This Ain't a Scene. I really don't remember. I don't really remember This Ain't a Scene well, but after hearing it, I don't like it. And then Thanks for the Memories, I thought was a completely different song. Like when I heard the hook, it was familiar, but I wasn't rocking with that one too much either. I don't know what else was big from this album, but I don't know. It's weird when I'm not a fan of the popular songs on an album, and this is definitely not a uncommon thing, but it was interesting for this because I know that again with Fall Out Boy and all these other bands, so much of these songs mean so much to people. So it's interesting that the song that you would expect somebody who doesn't know about Fall Out Boy to like, and those tracks end up being the ones that they don't like. Racking my brain and actually hearing how it sounded, it didn't correlate, didn't go all the way together. But I'm not sure. With what I didn't like about Infinity on High, I was kind of disappointed with the vocals. There are some tracks that were great, but some tracks I felt like were really flat. And as a whole, like, this, much like Foley, doesn't really leave a mark. Like I said, like, Foley left me confused, and this kind of left me feeling like a little dejected in a sense. Like, everything I loved on it is still great, and it will stand as that, but finishing it, I'm not happy. I'm not happy that I listened to it, if that makes sense. Again, this is all for y'all. Suggested session. This is what you asked for. This is what you're getting. And I apologize, but I didn't enjoy finishing the album. I enjoyed listening to it, but I didn't enjoy the final note that I was left with. I'm happy that I've Got All This Ringing would have been how the album ended on the standard version, which kind of is what I meant by I wish that I reacted to the standard version and I did the standard version, but I know people wanted me to hear everything in its entirety, which is, another thing with the Panic at the Disco album review for Too Weird. Like, in a whole bunch of comments that they want me to do this live thing with the last song on there, but if I do that, then it's not really an album reaction, so I don't know how I'm gonna go about that. But I like the album, but it definitely left me on a bitter note. I didn't care for the live performances. I thought those weren't, I really hate to be critical, but, and again, I'm sure they sounded different at the show, in person, but audio, I wasn't feeling that at all. I'm sorry, I'm not sure which number album this was for them, but it definitely sounds like early on in their career, so he might have been nervous, he might have been still working to develop his voice. I said the same thing about Brendan on Fever You Can't Sweat Out, but I don't know, the live performances definitely hurt more than helped. Overall, I think the album is good, but I don't know if it lived up to the hype that it was given, but it definitely is better than Foley in my opinion. Overall, as a body of work, I like it a lot more than Foley, but I'm not all the way satisfied. The ride was fun while it was going on, but when I got off of it, I wasn't happy, if that makes sense. I'm so sorry. That is going to do it for another suggestion. There's so much more on the way. Like, share, subscribe, the whole nine. You know the bitch, you know what it is. Jared O'Brien, and I'm out.